Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of the Spectating Warzone Podcast. I'm going to hop out and kill myself and get on with spectating some people and talking about things that have been going on in gaming and Call of Duty and with some of my content and the problems I've been having with Call of Duty over the last couple of days. I haven't played Caldera for ages. It feels really weird seeing it. I was watching Tim Attackman's tournament yesterday and it just felt like a completely different game that I was watching, so I've been doing that Rebirth challenge to get 25 wins during the event. I have been really enjoying the Rebirth Reinforced event. It's a lot of fun. I was put a tweet out yesterday about it. Like, I really enjoy the fact that there's... Oh, nice. I really enjoy the fact that they've set something aside for each week. So it's like every week there's something new to do. You know, there's a new challenge, there's a new game mode, there's new features on the map. So we had things like the armored truck added, or we had the UAV tower type things added. Oh, he died quickly. He's out of it now. So we'll be watching Golfash. He's on 2 kills at the moment, using the ground loot STG by the looks of it. I really like the sort of position that the gun balance is in at the moment as well. Like, I hear so many people saying so many different guns are overpowered. Like, when I was trying to get my wins on Rebirth, I had people telling me to use the Cooper, which I ended up using quite a lot of, which I quite like. But then I've seen people saying the Growl's really good, the Bren's really good, the MP40's really good, that Armaguerra, the new SMG is really good. There's so many guns that seem to be doing really well at the moment that people seem to be really liking. The well gun. So I think that's a really good sign when you've got loads of different guns that you see people using. And I'd be killing people and find them using like the RAM or the M4. It's really interesting to see all of the different guns that people are using. But I've just been having a problem today. I actually recorded this yesterday from when you're hearing it, uploading it tomorrow. And I tried to log into Warzone this morning to record this video. And I was met with this thing where it's saying you need to verify your account, and I was like, well, that's weird, but okay, I'll do that, that's not a problem. And I've got an authenticator, so I thought I'd just use that. And it was like, oh no, you have to use the phone number you had when you first started playing Warzone, which is an old phone number I have on an old contract with a different phone company that I don't use anymore. So I think I've actually got the phone, but it's not like got a contract or anything, so I can't get any service on it. And I was just like, oh, so what else do I do if I don't have access to that phone? So I couldn't find a way to remove it using the Warzone stuff, Warzone account. You can go onto your Battle.net account and remove it there, and it wouldn't let me add my new phone because apparently that's signed up for an account already. So I don't know why. But anyway, I contacted customer support, Blizzard's customer support, and they got back to me surprisingly quickly. They said it would take 24 hours, but they got back to me in like an hour, and they were like, oh yeah, when you load a Warzone account up, it's connected to the phone number you used when you started it, and that's it. You can't ever change it. So your options are either log into, they were like, good news, you've still got options. You can log into the account using that phone number you used. And I was like, well, I can't because I don't have access to that phone number anymore. And they're like, or you can start a new Warzone account with a new phone number. I was like, right, so you want me just to lose all of my progress and everything like that, all the stuff I've bought, and have to go get a new phone number just to be able to do that? And they were like, or you can buy a paid version of the game. And it's like, well, I do own every Call of Duty. Like, I mean, Activision are the ones that have sent me the copies of Call of Duty, but like, I do own it, and I've bought a couple of copies as well when I wanted to play it on different platforms. And it's like, I've got no idea what our customer service was going on about. And they were like, oh, yeah, if you update your phone number on the Battle.net account, it doesn't make any difference. It's just a Warzone thing. And I tried removing my phone number off the Battle.net account anyway. And then an hour later or so, it just worked. It let me in. I just restarted the game again and it let me in without verifying. So no idea what's going on with that. Slightly worried that like one day I'm just going to log in like when the Easter egg is live or something, and it'll just be like, oh yeah, you need to verify, you can't do it. So that would suck. But we'll see. We'll see whether it happens again or whether that was a one-off. Because in the 2 years I've been playing Warzone, I think that's the first time I've ever been asked to go to a website to verify. Like, it was almost a point where if it hadn't been something that came up in Warzone in the game, I would have thought it was some sort of scam or something. So, this guy, MK, you're watching now, there's a little bit of lag. I don't know if it's because I'm playing at lunchtime, and apparently there's not many people playing Warzone solos at lunchtime in the UK. I was really struggling to find a game. It took ages. But he is just getting set up, I think. He's moving around very, very quickly. You know, he's like getting his load out first of all. But yeah, like I said, other than that weird problem where I didn't have my account, I've been really enjoying Warzone lately. Like, I've been really enjoying playing loads of Rebirth, trying to get those 25 wins. Even if the reward wasn't that great, it's just been a fun thing to do, like a fun little challenge to have. And then we've got the Plunder Blood Money starting today, and once the community reaches its goal, that's when they said the Golden Vault is going to open. I sort of think that all of those 3 bunker doors are going to lead to the same place, that there's going to be like a big bunker underneath the map. And so that, when it opens, I'm not sure if it's just all the doors are going to open, or if it's going to start an Easter egg then, which is going to open everything. So that's something exciting to look forward to. Like I said, that playlist goes live today. Oh, he's got someone on Heartbeat. Don't think I've ever been in this room. I've never seen this place. How weird. Yeah, it goes live today, but I guess it will take a few days because the community has to get like 40 trillion, which is an insane number. I sort of don't believe all of these progress bars where it said there's been a community challenge, because the numbers just don't seem to make sense unless there's literally millions of people playing Call of Duty at any one time, which I don't think there is. Like, that would be insane. That would be an insane number of people. But, you know, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've got the maths wrong somehow. Oh, that person's right there. Or is he below? He must be below. Or above, I guess. Could be on the roof. Well, he's in a fight anyway, whatever he's doing. But yeah, those progress bars I'm not sure about, but they always seem to end about Monday or Tuesday. So I'm guessing on Monday or Tuesday, that's when we're going to have an Easter egg hunt to do. I'm hoping so. I'll be a little bit disappointed if the bunker just opens and it's just like a new point of interest. But they did say in the initial patch notes for Season 2 Reloaded that there were 7 new rewards to find. And we've seen that there's kind of 4 different rewards for the challenges. There's 1 reward for completing all 4 of them. You get the special DP27, so that's 5. And then you can get the calling card by doing the little access card Easter egg, so that's 6. So that means the seventh reward is something we don't know about. So I'm assuming that's going to be something to do with Golden Vault. So hopefully it'll be a new blueprint. Maybe that shield, because there's quite a cool looking shield that they showed off in some of the art at the beginning, some of the screenshots. And then maybe that will be it. Who knows? In terms of other games I've been playing at the moment, I am currently I'm installing Crows, which is this new free-to-play shooting game. So I might stream some of that either today or tomorrow, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of intrigued about that. I just want to see what it's like, see how that's going. I've also been playing loads of Elden Ring. For a game that I was like, oh yeah, I don't think it's that good, I think it's been a bit overblown. It's the first game that I can remember ever playing where as soon as I finished it, I just loaded it up again and started playing a new game. Like, I didn't even do New Game Plus. I wanted to do like a completely fresh character and just sort of explore everything and sort of see all of the different things, because the first time I went through it, I just wanted to finish it so I could say I'd beaten Elden Ring and I didn't have to think about it anymore. And then I kind of rushed through the second half of the game because I was fairly overpowered using Bloodhound's Fang. But now I'm sort of really taking my time. Oh, I didn't hear that guy at all. He's juking around. The extra health they've added in to Caldera really does make a huge difference. You know, I've been playing so much Rebirth, and that guy would have been 100% dead in Rebirth. Well, I think so. Maybe not 100%. But I'm pretty sure he would have been dead. It's really interesting watching other people play, and it's like, if I'd have been him, I probably would have dropped down to fight that guy. I just saw his head pop up there. Did he not see it? His head like literally bobbed up. He was looking right at him. No, he's way closer than that. Yeah, I would have dropped down and probably would have got killed there. I find it really interesting when I watch people and they like get a few shots in, and then even though they've got full health, they disengage just because they've got the sort of sense, the combat sense, to know that they're not in a good position now. Like, they're not in a favorable position to take the fight because like the other person knows where they are, but they don't know where the other person is. So they like just try and reset it, even though they know that means the other person's going to heal up and stuff. I am terrible at doing that. God, this gameplay is so choppy. Like, the connection's really bad. Like I said, it's probably just this is probably a game like somewhere much further east than me in Europe where it's a sensible time for people to be playing Call of Duty. I assume that's what's going on. He's gonna head up into the hills. He doesn't really have anything he can like snipe with or anything though, is he? No, he's just... Oh, actually, is that the Cooper carbine? Because if it is, yeah, then you can snipe with it. 100%. You can kill people from miles away. Although, the lack of damage on a carbine is really interesting because it in Rebirth, it is actually kind of hard to kill someone, especially close range, because it just takes a long while to kill people. The benefit of it is it's super accurate from a long distance and there's not much recoil. But the downside is the lack of damage, and in this you'd think that lack of damage would be a much, much bigger deal. So I just saw someone parachute on the right. This guy's got like blinkers on. He's like really focused in the middle of his screen. It's weird, when we were playing Rebirth the other day, I had a bit where I choked right at the end. We ended up coming like third or something. And the guy that killed me, and my mind just came up behind me out of nowhere. The guy's running up there between the trees on the right. It came out of nowhere, and then someone on my chat looked back at the footage, so wound it back, because now I'm on YouTube, that's a thing you can do. And it was basically the reloading animation on my gun had kind of obscured where the person was on my screen, and I had run straight past them. So it wasn't that they'd snuck up behind me, I'd just run past them, and then they were behind me and they shot me. And it's weird, like when I was playing, I was like, oh my god, they came out of nowhere. And it's like, you look at the footage back and it's like, no, you walk straight past them. You did not notice them. They weren't even a rose skin or anything. I was just, yeah, reloading at a very inopportune moment that made it kind of hard to see them. But yeah, other games I've been playing other than Elden Ring. So I'm still playing Elden Ring. I've been playing a bit of Vampire Survivors. I'm kind of addicted to doing all the achievements whenever they release an update for that. There was another new update today. I've been playing a bit of Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. That game's like, it's not been as good as I'd hoped. It's like everything feels a little bit plain in it. Like everything feels, there's not very much that looks really impressive. The character models look good and lightsabers look good, but the worlds and everything don't look that great. I saw someone saying in one of the previews or reviews, like, oh, it's amazing how all levels are completely made out of Lego, so it makes it much more like authentic to like the Lego brand or whatever. And it's like, that's just not true at all. The worlds are really generic looking, you know, it looks like sort of an Unreal Engine 3 game where everything just has like textures wrapped over big flat surfaces, which is really disappointing. Like, it just doesn't look that great in lots and lots of different places, which is really, really sad. It's a real shame. But it's still a fun game, you know, like Lego Star Wars is still fun. I like collecting all of the characters. I like going around and doing everything in it, like trying to get 100%. That's a really, really good time. There's some annoyances with split screen as well, where sometimes it's just like misses bits out. I've played through The Phantom Menace twice now, once by myself and once in split screen with my wife. And when I was playing through it split screen with my wife, there's like some scenes, some jokes and stuff that just aren't in it. And some like gameplay things, like trying to fix Anakin's pod racer while you're racing. There are also some cool little moments though, like there's a bit in that pod racing thing. One player plays as Anakin and the other person plays as Gascano. And I won as Gascano, and there was like a different cutscene at the end of the race to show like Jar Jar Binks making me crash just at the finish line so Anakin could win, because obviously canonically he has to win. So there's like some cool touches like that, but it's just a shame that there's a lot of jank. I heard about like there was kind of development hell on that game because they insisted on having a new engine and it was just a complete disaster, and the new engine just didn't do what they wanted it to do. It made everything way more difficult. Which is something, you know, you hear from a lot of different companies, like with EA and Frostbite, like, you know, all the problems they had with Dragon Age Inquisition and Mass Effect Andromeda and FIFA, and even, you know, Battlefield 2042, having their own engine has caused them a huge number of problems. And I think there's been similar things with, you know, Halo Infinite and the Slipspace engine, and obviously Bethesda's engine, which is just bloody awful. But, it excites me now when I hear a company saying, we're making a new game and we're running it. Oh, nice. We're making a new game and we're running it on Unreal Engine. It's like an Unreal Engine 5 game. It's like, good. Oh. God, people have so much health. Right, who are we going to be watching now? That person wasn't that exciting to watch, to be fair. That wasn't the most entertaining person to spectate. So now I've got a Green Envy who's on 7 kills. This has been much better. And he's called Green Envy and he's got a bright green assault rifle. Is this the Cold War AK-47? That's a lot more accurate than I remember it being. Oh, and the OTS-9. Yeah, I saw a lot of people running this in Rebirth. Lots of people doing the setup. And I'm guessing, has he got the restock thing where he's getting snapshot grenades back? Oh, he's in trouble. No, he's down. Despite his 7 kills, there wasn't enough to save him. Yeah, there are a couple of engines that are good. Like Remedy's engine that they used for Control, that was really cool. And they've got the engine they're using for like Alan Wake, the Alan Wake remaster and stuff. And they've just announced they're doing Max Payne 1 and 2 in that engine. And that's exciting because like Remedy's games always look and play amazingly. And they have a real like cinematic feel to them that other companies don't have. And similarly, like obviously Rockstar's engine is amazing and has worked really well. And like Doom's ID engine has been really good. But they seem to be the exceptions. There's a lot of companies have been like insisting on using their own engine, and it's just been a bit of a disaster. Like, didn't they announce that like Witcher 4, like that's going to use Unreal Engine 5, and it's like, so they've just abandoned the engine that they've been working on for years. It just makes so much sense because, like, if you are running on something that's a bit of an industry standard, like Unreal Engine or Unity, then when you hire new people, you can hire people who have done amazing things in that engine for other games and have skills that they can bring to your engine. They can teach you things, they can solve problems, and it can kind of hit the ground running. If you're bringing developers on into a new company, say like DICE are hiring someone new to work on Battlefield, and then they're like someone who's worked, you know, loads on something, whatever else it is.
That was close.
They're going to have to like learn a lot of stuff from scratch. They're going to have to learn the sort of weirdness of Frostbite. They're going to have to learn all the intricacies and all of those things like documentation and tutorials and assets and all those things obviously aren't going to be as fully fleshed out with an engine that only one company is using, no matter how big that company is. Call of Duty is actually a really interesting like case to look at with engines, because obviously, Joshy got him down. This guy's only got 4 kills, but that was quite sweet. He's level 405 already this season. I think I'm like level 80 or something terrible. The yeah, Call of Duty is interesting because they obviously use their own engine, and they've been sort of iterating on that same engine for years and years and years. And every now and then they say, "Oh, we've got a new engine," but it's always kind of a new version of the old engine. You know, it's something that's been worked on for decades now. It'd be really interesting to see like how much change would it make if they did switch to something like Unreal, because there is lots of weirdness with the Call of Duty engine. There's lots of oddness that we see all the time in Warzone, especially when we're looking for Easter eggs and stuff. You know, you see lots of like the weird little floating assets and weird graphical bugs and stuff that are just part of Call of Duty. But one of the good things about Call of Duty is the way it feels. Well, that guy, look how much health that guy had, how much time he had to get away there. Oh, that's insane. That's really interesting. Still, like, yeah, you've got so much time to react to a gunfight in this, which is crazy. Didn't do him any good in the end, but oh, that was Green Envy again. Crazy. But yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, with Call of Duty, like one of the things that's always been good about Call of Duty is the way it feels. You know, it always feels really fast. They've like stuck to it being 60 frames a second for a long while now. I can't remember whether Call of Duty 2 and 3 did 60 frames a second, but at least since Modern Warfare it's been like that, and it like really has made the game feel really, really solid. Everything always feels like really responsive. It doesn't have the same kind of inertia and weight to it that other games like Battlefield do, but almost in a good way, that it feels like you've got a lot more control. It's really cool. I wonder if they would lose that if they switched to Unreal Engine. Or whether it would solve a lot of the problems they have with bugs and things like that. Who knows? I mean, I don't know that much about game development. Only, you know, what I read in websites and the odd informal conversation with developers. I love these little games of cat and mouse that I get. Oh, I like Joshy's gun as well. Very nice skin. This is really difficult because they're both going to have to move. Like, what do you do? If you're at the bottom of a building, you know someone's on the roof, they could try and outlast you. Or if you're on the roof and someone's down below, you don't want to jump off and then them to have a clear shot at you while you jump off. Generally, if I've got a gas mask like this guy has, I would wait a little bit and then maybe jump off the back or jump off the side and then run around so you've got like an angle on him running out, but he won't be able to see where you went. But that is obviously just burning your gas mask early on. Oh! See, because he was sprinting around, I'm guessing the other guy heard him, and now he's in trouble. He's only got 1 plate. He actually went through the whole animation to put in 2nd plate, but it didn't finish it. That sucks when that happens. That you go through all that time, and then if you cancel it too quick, you lose it. So now he's lost his gas mask, and he has got no cover. He's dead. Yeah, see, if I was him, I would have jumped off that building and gone back around the left.
Finish this once and for all.
Right, we're down to the last 5. This guy's got 10 kills. Eps. I'm sure we've seen this guy's name before. We've like seeing the same people over and over again. Oh, wow. This guy's got a great spirit, great attitude. So, he's going for a second loadout. Oh, that's dangerous, like hanging around there trying to grab stuff. So what's he gone for? He's got an MP40 and is that an AK? Yeah, the Cursed Angel. Obviously deciding that he doesn't really need the range. Although this zone's pretty big considering there's only 5 people left. I can't imagine anyone's going to be poking along that tree line. If someone up there was looking down at him now though, he'd be in a lot of trouble. Oh, there's someone behind him. Okay, okay. Extra health means you got time to get back into cover. You still can't see where that person is. I can't see where that person is. They're trying to scan the tree line and work it out. Obviously, people don't really want to give away their position if they don't think they can get the kill. He's going hunting for him. Oh, just in the trees. Couldn't see him at all. How to say, visibility on this map is pretty terrible. I think it's like the colors. I don't know why they didn't make it like a little bit more vivid maybe. Instead, everything feels kind of washed out. Everything's a kind of weird mix of sickly green and yellow and brown. And people just blend into it. There's very little contrast in it, I think. Bet you got him down. That did make the AK-47 look super powerful. I don't know how much armor that guy had to begin with, but that looked really strong. Oh, he still had spare armor, so he must have been full. So now it's just 1v1. He has no idea where this other person is. You can kind of assume that they're probably at the top of that hill, which sucks for Epps because he's not got a lot of cover down here. Like, the trees aren't wide enough to be proper cover. So he's got to try and... Oh! Yeah, he's in trouble. He's in so much trouble. But a good stim play. But he's got a problem that he still doesn't know where that person is, and that person can just watch. Oh my god, you can't climb up that slope. That's awful. Oh, that was close. He did a really good job of trying there, but the game went to Ego. So if you enjoy the Spectating Warzone podcast, make sure you leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notifications on, all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy these kind of things, because they are a little bit different, but I quite enjoy making them. I quite like having a chat while we watch some Warzone together, and have a great day.